This may sound weird, but I'm already impressed with the music. The volume discrepancies here... Jesus Christ. Alright, I think we should... I don't know what prioritize speed means, but we'll deal with that. Hello. Welcome to Monday, Valentine's Day. I figure in the theme of Valentines, we'll date. I've got some games, plural, lined up. We'll see what we get to. But I figured we'd start with this one. Well... I don't really know why we're starting with this one. But I'll say now, if you don't love the Colonel, what do you love? Tell us your name. Our name is Toby. We confirm. Yo, look at them delicious looking biscuits! You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Is this the first time I played a visual novel on stream? 3 years? I think it is, right? Or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is in no time to sleep in! Throw the clock out the window, stay in bed forever. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over? Already? Let's try it again. Alright, so we can't be... I can't be me. Yeah, we slept in the whole year, bro. I can't be me. We'll have to pretend to be someone else temporarily, alright? Up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who'll be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Yeah, we're Toby. What up, Tinka? How you doing? Yeah, Toby is an alert bitch, right? Toby was just role-playing Magic at the time. Yeah, how you doing today? How's your Valentine's Day treating you, bud? Let's see. No, we need to take this seriously. Toby takes this seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed. Hair equals combed. Pits equals deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. That's loud as shit. Yeah. Better. Just another day, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Toby. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? I'm sorry, it's good morning, Toby. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semester, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Seriously though, 3 days? That's rough. Gotta learn about them herbs and spices, right? Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? No, we pep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card at the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet some handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. Cool, in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Madman's doing it. Yeah, maybe. You know, I figured it's time for something new. What up, Mesh? How's your Valentine's Day treating you? Yeah. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley! Ashley! Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Toby's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Alright. If everyone here knows what perfect skin looks like, it's us, or if anyone. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend. I'm just gonna call her Ashley. I mean, Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working on his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van? Whoa. You rang? Holy shit, it's like a JoJo character. What the shit? Look at that belt. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Oh, Jesus Christ. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop? Oopsie! I think it's broken! Reach forward and easily pull the door open. Yeah. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Okay. Hi, Pop. I'm Toby, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Oh, I'm sorry, that was me. Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it me, or is he kinda cute? It's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Oh my god, here we go. It's Monday. It's cold. I had free lunch, which is nice, but you know what's even nicer? When I go home to get greeted by warm, loving, dark emptiness. And people say love is dead. Who is that man? You know, I was gonna say what man, but very clearly, I know exactly who you're talking about. I have no fucking clue. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Oh no! Quiet down, everyone! Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Ah, Chili, someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of the desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You can feel everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What is with the really weird insults? Besides, when Toby sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. What the fuck? Yep. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot! Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? I'm sorry, are we bribing our teacher here? I hope this entire stream is posted to YouTube. It will be, yes, actually. All as one conglomerated thing. I said I had multiple things to do today, and that remains true. But it will be one conglomerate thing. Bold of them to make Battle Chef Brigade 2 a visual novel. It kind of was before. Kind of. I think we're giving him a chicken snack. Reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. I know what dogs like. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. Yeah, it's a KFC game. I kinda knew they wanted the chicken. The furry professor immediately devours a snack, leaving your hands slick with the coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay them no mind. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. It's true. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Toby, there's still a seat here. Do I give him, like, the foghorn letter? Nah, say now. It seems that no one's claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. It's kinda... I don't know. I don't know if I could hold that. I've never done a foghorn like, now I see now. That's not... You need to give him a hot Animu voice? Do I have one of those in my repertoire? KFC game. Do you give the dog chocolate? Stick? Or KFC spicy chicken sandwich made with 18 secret herbs and spices? It's a hard choice. Let me see. Give me a sec. I gotta... Actually, give me one more second. I don't know how to do this voice, bro. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. No, that's just me. That's terrible. I don't have a sexy anime voice. What? No, we sit by our best friend. He can earn his spot. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Just do the Colonel's voice? That's like Foghorn Leghorn, but I can't really pull that off. Now I say there's 10 herbs and spices here. That and I want to add now I say into everything that he'll say. Because that's how I get into that. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Boy, I say boy. That's not how you hunt a chicken, boy. Oh, that turned in the... Damn, boy! Damn, boy! The boy, I say the boy is about as sharp as a bowling ball. Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If he had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I got 3 whole days. It's like a lifetime. So you say. But now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Hey, quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... feather? No. Yes. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Spork? What food is best for a broken heart? We're all gonna need this today. Camel meat? It's anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Just remember, you can always drink water. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's the best boy. 5 out of 5. Nailed it. Wow. Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Toby! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow. Cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch? He's gonna get more absurd as we go, so I'm gonna give you all the fair warning now.
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see,
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Lunch! She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. I lost it instantly. Shit. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Next, yeah, maybe. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. Gotta be Arthur, then naturally ascend to Dutch. Just need a faith in the goddamn play. Here, I know. You're here, but at what cost? It's 3 p.m. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is a poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in the pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Try to identify. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? He really did it! How bold! How adventurous to use one! You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. It's MSG. It might be MSG. I've got a whole bunch of that shit. The first time I ever tried MSG, I was like, what the fuck is this? Isekai arc? I hope you get a coupon for cheaper KFC after finishing the game. That would be some shit. The secret is drugs. Yeah. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel? I wondered if he could talk for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me a fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester only started. We got two more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd have never had guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. It's love. It might be love. Where can one inquire? I don't know, dude. Have you tried looking out in the back, out at the factory or, emporium? It definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Within the era in which KFC started, it could be cocaine. Yeah. Alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with the big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Nah. He's got his ideas. I will be modest, but thoughtful. Neg, yeah, like you, bring him down. You tell him he's garbage. Is this like a glass him moment? You gotta neg him. No, I will be modest. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've gotten his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Toby. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I wonder if that's also vaporware? They just announced more to it. They showed models and shit like that. So, that is happening. Detroit Become Human spoiled me on those types of games, though. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Wink. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena! For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh no! Look at her! Look at what we've done! Look at what we've done! If you don't feel tragedy in your soul looking at that, heartless. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Dismed. Wanna be my partner? Sure, Toby. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner! Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? The retarded... Clank. Almost. 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 Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now's the time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Let's see, we could do steak tartare. It's fancy, you don't even need to cook it. We could use octopus to blow up Colonel Sanders' mind, or we can use our grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy recipe. I want to use the octopus. I want to blow his brain. But we know what this is. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy! I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No? Jeez, Van. What is this music? While I'm over here crushing Toby's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Holy shit. This is some fucking baby metal shit. What am I listening to? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. What the fuck? Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet? Actually, no. It looks like Toby was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. I don't have a voice. Maybe one day you'll be able to get up on my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Yeah, she's got drumstick on her legs. Also, is there... No. I thought there might be a way to, like, minimize this, because I don't want to say nothing, but next time I see it, I'll try to zoom in on it. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Spacebar? It's probably Skip. Yeah, that's next. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Toby as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Toby's natural talent or their loyalty. Oh, shit! Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps that you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. This music is so fucking intense, holy shit. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes, pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting something against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Toby. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Get high as potatoes face! Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe, blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and it may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It's been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good.
I killed him!
Everyone, step back! Don't take another bite!
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his obvious self.
Oopsie!
Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back into reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite the obvious danger, has inoculated him against the poisons of all kinds. The poisons, yes.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. Kid has the liver the size of 50 dogs. The man is all liver and stomach. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today?
Before you go on, I want you to know, They're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing.
Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Toby?
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And ever since that day, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story! Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that!
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero!
What the fuck? The spork monster? What the fuck? What?
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further,
it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do?
Attack. I cook with love. It just got real. Spork monster is on the attack. Hot gravy. I also attack. It worked last time. Cook with love. Spork monster won't forget this. Spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. I will defend. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spork monster's no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack again. Spork monster uses utilitensile. This is fucking dumb as shit. Attack again! Cook with more love! Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn and the quad. Wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. A vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Power pinch! Spork monster is defeated. This game's so fucking dumb. You saved me! An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Finish him! No, spare the wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said.
The Spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Oh shit. Necronomicon. Did you expect this game to not be dumb? No. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko? That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're alone, you're together, alone together. Great song. You're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. There they go! You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild vision you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really is... And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Hold on. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think we might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he has voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible... What? Let me retry this sentence. He was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. That might be one of the best fucking sentences I've ever fucking read. That's fantastic. He himself is the convertible he rode on. Car was the school. Oh, that was just so good. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in the school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea of how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know the second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes lights up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from some super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt I'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me! No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. Nope. We will make up. You gotta... Nope. And she bought drugs? She bought drugs. Nope. No share. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Run to him! You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the vision, or it's in the darkness, you see a vision.
Oh, Toby, I'm here to deliver you a message.
Not this guy.
It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is...
But before he can continue, you suddenly awake.
Oh, jeez.
Water's health is fucked. You better drink.
True though. Stay hydrated, my friends. Super Bowl yesterday, I watched it, and I had too many chips and salt burnt tongue. Very bad. Flavor, no more. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Gross. Compliment on the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. We can't go in for a kiss yet, it's too early. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. Hard to say who was in the wrong here. One thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter into the classroom, you can see 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van. They're doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try to get a peek over at Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. I will act like I'm not interested, but really I'll try to get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? How to not summon a chicken demon? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you! Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use just a little evil. You finally get a look at what they're hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork Monster. It's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. The Cluckonomicon? I like the Necronomicluck. That one's... I like that one.
We're playing!
Before you can dig into it any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Zwab. Who do you think you are talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp. Okay, what about the Nuggenomicon? That one's better. But it had a chicken, not a nugget. Though the chicken turned into nugget. But is that the best part of the chicken? You know, I'm not a huge wings dude. I like chicken breast, chicken thigh. People say chicken thigh. They used to be good because they were cheaper than chicken breast, but they're not anymore. I don't know. Chicken thighs are a pain in the ass to debone. No, your mother was a stand mixer! Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Yeah.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his track and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Down, boy, down! Auftauchen!
Did he just say auftauchen? What the fuck? That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. I gotta not speak so quickly, I guess. Corgi-sensei?
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Toby?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Drink water, bitch. You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring.
Hey, that was mine! It was from my favorite toilet! You owe me $6!
And you've got excellent taste.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday? Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts, and that's why we rise to their level. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool!
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Toby. I'll be watching your performance.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Sportsing court? Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away.
And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Hold on, this is my opportunity. This is what we are all here for. This is literally what we are all here for. Skin dentation. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 C. That's right, but how would you have even gotten to the end of the school without knowing that?
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it, but you don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say? 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust. Oh, no, it was gratitude.
I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes.
Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. This is your shot and you're not gonna miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Oh fuck.
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Toby.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. And all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to... No, no! What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition! You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. What do you take? What a hunk! I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
You and Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders walking along the beach. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Oof. You're really struggling to keep up. As the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes it means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Toby does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Toby, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
No, I was close.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with the completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
Oh no, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Toby's entry.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. I don't know what that flash is.
What the fuck? It's a heart!
Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Toby to do the honor, but since you were injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand?
No!
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Gelée? I don't know what gelée is. I knew everything else there. This makes me want to play Battle Chef Brigade so fucking bad. I want them Sun Hat Tomat. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you? As he places a soft, sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. I will internalize the rage I feel. No, I will put myself... No, I will internalize the rage. Yes. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and then shamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I walked the other paths, and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight, and I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived. For a while, anyhow. God damn. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Orko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spark monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with the magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. Enchantment! And I was forever transformed.
Magic spellbook.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Toby, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching.
Somehow it changed again.
Never stop working. Never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
How did it change again?
I gotta go back. Just need some goddamn faith. And a goddamn plan.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? He confided in us. It may have only been one, but we are secret friends. I will reveal it. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luke's hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire the taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. He's tearing up. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Yo, this music... It's so great. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped into the chicken's foot reads, "The true state of bird, or the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of a comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up to try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69? In the summer of 69. No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. That is not what that is at all, but okay. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Yeah, the ashes contain all of my employees, too. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. It's like if Anthony Fantano had a goddamn goatee.
Damn, boy! Damn!
An adorable little baby crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Ooh. That is not how that works. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, the jacket! I will tell him I'm cold. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Toby? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. we should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! If it ain't cooked, I ain't eating it. Dude, you are missing out. Sushi and sashimi are great. I haven't had tartare, but I bet you that's good too. I'd be willing to try it. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about a new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal. But if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I will flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. KFC doesn't do breakfast, but you can take the KFC ingredients and make breakfast out of them. Bojangles does that. I would have pegged him down a notch. The baby portrait of Colonel with goatee. I was saying it looked like Anthony Fantano. I enjoyed it. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. And can I get to know the little metallic guy? Or I can get to know the little metallic guy, not a question. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she say skydiving? As if that's typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? No, I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, or to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Oh my god. It's like two chicks gabbing at each other. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What a swirly! It sounds delicious!
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please.
Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school? There's a horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Toby, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Ashley has chicken legs on her knee highs, true. And we have an opportunity to look again. It's egregious. Egregious. I'll never give up, ever. Zettai Ryoiki. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Toby, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Well, what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Toby. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Toby. The beast of jealousy is strong in Toby. It burns. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's a book? That looks like bad news. Just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Personally slighted. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here. It says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That's way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, we are the whole of our experience. Each and every memory shapes us to who we are and who we will be. We can only hope that our memories turn us into someone good, and that we will all find the right someone for us. I will not smash the erase button. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. What the fuck? His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack? Yeah, let's let him fucking tear up some old homework, fuck it. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheets of paper like a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. The Palpatine joke was golden wasted here. It's like the lowest hanging fruit doing a Star Wars Palpatine thing about the dark side. It's the lowest hanging fruit. Please, be more creative. Oh, Palpatine. Oh, that was wasted, yes. Poutine, yes, that was wasted. I am way too dumb for that. Absolutely wasted. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like an ungraded work. My, Toby, were you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Toby, for reminding me to dole out the indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Oh no. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep friend footwear, I think that's supposed to be fried. Deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Still working on that title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about the upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam. Are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure. So you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. How dare she waste hot cocoa? How dare! First she doubts magic, now she wastes cocoa? Use the memory erase on her. Nah, dude. This is the thing about friendship. Sometimes there are bad times. But you gotta remember, you're there for them and they're there for you when everything hits bottom. That's what it means to be a friend. Nah, fuck that, we met her an hour and a half ago. You must always remember that's how you learn. That's right, bitch. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me! Well, of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Weird phrase. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head into the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van and the supposed Man-Man and his evil-er counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Toby's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Toby, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick when... Timer. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown's about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll put you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken, the fucking registered. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his fried chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. They spelled it wash. Fuck these people. They spelled it wash. Oh, that's fantastic. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off a tray at lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as we were foretold. Or as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? You got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle,
Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? If I've learned anything, it's that through hard work and persistence, through adversity, and through difficult times, you can make it through anything. Thank you, Colonel Sanders, for teaching me this valuable lesson. Today, we shirk magic, and we do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Being hard wins the day. And it's easy to be hard when you're... I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Damn, girl! Damn, girl, she's thick! That's a thick-ass girl! I've always believed in you, Toby, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, tiny cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought it'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get Eye of Newt? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country... You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during the scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Do you give up and drop out of culinary school? Or will you summon extra power from deep within? I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Toby, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
Fuck off, Krillin. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! Yes, 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 I have the power! You begin to levitate off the ground, energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything! Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Toby, you may have suffered some setbacks, but it's not all lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. Listen to this solo.
God damn! God damn!
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. That got super southern. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union?
Time's up, students.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for.
Now you must prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank?
From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now!
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad!
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, but seeing how he didn't cook anything...
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure.
You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects.
I didn't actually read the word.
Yes, it's been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. That would be white tea. Baby tea leaves are white tea. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself.
Tiny food is impossible to cook. Anyone who cooks tiny food, technically impressive, but stomach's unsatisfied. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. The YouTube channel of Tiny Foods is amazing. There's this guy who makes tiny foods for his hamster. And so he'll make tiny little burgers for his hamster to eat. Oh, it's great. Thank you, Toby. Oh, thank you, Toby, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up.
Yeah, you got little dog beans.
Now, describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Gotta link that? Oh, I'll do it after stream, I guess. I love that little guy. Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first. But he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles can make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me? Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I can drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Holy shit.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Toby? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. Oh shit, she right. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. But this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. This class gets much smaller. I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. Has Sprinkles actually taught anything? He did, but we were fantasizing about Colonel Sanders the whole time. We're good students. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van and Ashley... Oh, I guess he is the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Chef? Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Chef kiss. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house!
You can't make me do that on stream. I can't be the one to do the ow ow ow. I can't. That's not that's not magic. That could be any number of other streamers. Any number of other streamers. Oh, Jesus Christ. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Hold up. I need to figure out... No. Where is my hide foreground? Do you see this girl? Do you see this? What the fuck? Damn, girl. I need to stop doing that. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
Now that everyone's together, it's the Spark Monster. He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spark Monster's no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name,
Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Dejected, the male leaves. The defeated male leaves. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see it perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, I get it now.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. God damn it, game. God. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. You get that just for a little bit, no more. Just once. What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Howdy, classmates.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of Chicken and Man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Toby, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head? Oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Toby.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do just by myself.
But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time here at school, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward?
Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh, my dear Toby, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end! No. The thing is that Colonel Sanders is too much for any one person to hold. Also, a PSYOP production.
It's over. I'm actually curious. I would watch this anime. Colonel Sanders endings. Oh no! We didn't win his respect as a chef. Whoops! Damn, there's actually a good ending to that. I don't know what it may have been the Eye of Newt thing, yeah, maybe. There actually is a good ending. Hold on, I gotta see the good true ending. We gotta go into this, hold on. 40 minutes? Alright, that's Manly Badass Hero, so he's about to save the fucking channel. As he has done so many other channels. So here we go. Play the good ending and pretend. He's the hero we all deserve.
Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders. Yes, Manly. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team-up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs? Or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this deuce-a-doo?
Dose? Doozy-doo.
Colonel Sanders extends his
I
hand to
fucking
you.
love Manly
You feel
Badass
a
Hero.
surge of energy jump off the tip of his finger.
Doozy-doo.
His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned into flour, soaked in bar milk, and dusted with exotic spices sponsored by KFC. But they did not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life?
Oh my god, it
You can
rends
ask
my
me,
heart.
Is he really saying, me and you, together?
I'm not enough. We're
Ever
not
since I
enough.
met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end.
No.
Doki doki, Colonel Sanders this. So I guess that's it for I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a freaking looking good dating simulator. So,
I
well, disappointed
fucking
there was no
lost.
final CG. Well, I suppose you can only go so lewd with Colonel Sanders. You know, him being a branded item and all.
True. That's rough. We're not enough for Colonel Sanders, and we never will be. Feels bad, dude. Okay. That does conclude Colonel Sanders. I've got 2 more things on the agenda. I don't know that we're going to get through both of them, so I'm going to knock out the super short one. I know next to nothing about this game that we're about to play. So, does it even have a category on Twitch? Do I have to go to games and demos? It does. I haven't even launched it, so I don't even know if this is going to work. I didn't bother to try it out. I should have tried it out. Hold on. Next game. All right, let's not too many controls. Here we go. Let's see if it works. Oh! An Evening of Romance by George Batchelor. With music by Levi Pack. Hot date. Y'all ready for hot date, boys? You gotta get in that Valentine's mood. But the question is, who is our hot date with? That's right! It's a fucking pug! Go on then, what's your name? We are Toby. That's cute. Hey, Toby. You look lovely. I do? Really? Fancy that. What do you do for fun? Well, I've always done a lot of writing letters to myself, but not really sure if I can't read that fast. What do we do for fun? Me too. We've got so much in common, baby. What? What annoys you? I'm annoyed by a great many things. Toby's. The unpopularity of flares. Overly verbose anthropomorphic animals. Underly ripe fruits. Irrelevant protection of ethics and things. And a great many more for another time. Do you believe in magic? Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I? Is there a reason I shouldn't? You stupid idiot! Oh my god, I can't believe he believes in magic. Hit him with the face. Would you ever travel back in time? Never back, only forward. The past only holds things that have already happened. The future, those that have not. Deep. Yeah, man. Sometimes I like scare myself with my own introspection, you know? It's like, whoa. Have you ever... No, I don't want... Books are stupid. Have you ever been... Or have you always been that height? Do you reckon I'm too tall? I've heard it a lot before. Go on, be honest. I'm a Sasquatch, aren't I? You look like a squashed little mogwai face. I don't appreciate that tone, Toby. I understand you may be dealing with some personal insecurities, but there's no need to project your grief onto me. Oh shit. Yo. Alright, what would your superpower be? You lame-o. Asking questions like that? Oh no, it's over, and we were just getting to know each other. Let's meet up again? Cool, we made a friend. Doris is the name. Alright, round 2. We're gonna go with Toby. Did you give your mom that name? What the fuck? Uh-oh. You got some nerve. If I wasn't a pacifist, you'd be entering a world of pain, Toby. Where did you grow up? What's it to you? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was always this age. Maybe it was Brixton. Are you a fan of contemporary... No, Snow. It's the best. I make the best snow families you will ever see. I got a great figure for snow angels, too. Have you ever thought about changing your name to Francois? What are you thinking about? You? Just kidding. Think about creme brulee. Do you have a bucket list? You know what? I don't. I've always wanted to make one, though. Let's do it now. Where should I go? Winnipeg! You're suggesting I go to Winnipeg. Are you out of your mind? Not happening. I tried. Next time it's gonna be Brazil, so consider that. You ever been to space? Oh gosh. Let's just say I've been there, done that, and actually got a t-shirt about space travel. Do you believe... Oh shit, do you believe in miracles? I think it's a load of rubbish. How do people believe in things like that? There are many things I can understand, but that? It defies. Shame. You stupid idiot! Do you really mean that? Thought we had something going. I guess not. Are you a fan of keeping exotic animals as pets? Whoa, now. Exotic creatures is definitely not my top 10 faves. What the fuck? Let's meet up again? Alright, name's Brenda. Can we got just like else? Name? Toby. What an incredibly lame name. Yo. What up? What do you do for fun? Yeah, I do want to know. I know what you're really thinking. Despicable. I'm into playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 to end your nagging. What meaningless task do you do? Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. I didn't want to know your life story, pal. Ugh, whatever. What are you afraid of, dude? Not afraid of anything, except meeting my time-traveling self from the future and tearing a rift in space-time, obviously. That kind of goes without saying. What are you afraid of, Toby? Rejection. Oh, flip. Rejection? That's so horrifying. Then he starts crying. Heavier sobbing. There. Thanks. I need that. Everyone knows 2 is the shit. I haven't played any of them. You have any special skills? I have mad triple jump talent, but with handsome good looks like this, who cares? I would definitely own you, bro. Ha 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 ha. No. Just no. If we get out of this alive, I'll put you to the test. Alright, have you been to one of these before? I want you to know that I'm disgusted by that question. Ugh, no way, dude. Going on dates ain't me, man. It just ain't. Cool, I guess? What about your superpower? In many ways, I feel like a superhero already. I think we're all superheroes inside. I'd also be a cape-wearing, snappily dressed superhero with 2 sidekicks. I hate this dog the most. This one's the worst. Are you local? Yeah, man, I just live around the corner. And down the road. And left at the lights. And 3rd exit on the next roundabout. Then pretty much there. What you thinking about? Nothing. My head is a wasteland. I had a great time. Ew. Gross, leave. Hi. I'm Douglas. What's your name? Tobois. Oh, there needed to be a T at the end there, I guess, if it's Tobois. That'd be Toboy. Did your mom give you that name? How's it going, bud? Just awful. As a matter of fact, I actually hate all forms of social interaction. Not really sure why I came. Where'd you go to school? I was homeschooled. In my home. It was normal. You know. Normal. Just normal. I think I'm pretty normal. Normal? Would you live in an igloo? I don't think that anyone would ever choose to live there. For some people, it just chooses them. Are you someone who likes to complain excessively? I'm more of a feelings bottler. I prefer to just eat my feelings. Am I troubled? Hold on. I have to do this. Whoa. I need this enhance. Am I troubled? I think you got some problems, bro. Well, it makes me happy. I think you should be a little more honest with yourself. No, I've done too many of the heads. Would you like to hear a joke? I hate jokes. Pipe down and listen up, bitch. What do you call... No, what do you call a big pile of kittens? A mountain. Have you told that in public before? I would refrain from doing so in the future. Good lord. Do you like me? Of course, you big dummy. I feel like some of these dogs are bipolar. Are you familiar with the economic implications of the Bitcoin? No flipping way, hate is a strong word, I reserve it for Bitcoins. Nice. Are you having a nice time? Defo a no. Do you got nicknames? Maybe. Maybe not. Who's to say what's the nickname and what's a real name? What's real? Is that your real hair? Maybe. Cool. Let's meet up again? The one time I went to shoot my shot, the dog shot me down. Alright, this is the last one. Alonzo. You probably have a cool name. What is it? Tobo. Oh, yeah, you like Tobo. How's it going? It certainly is. What do you do for work? I used to be aggressively into selling whatever I can find. Who am I kidding? I still am. What would your superpower be? I'll definitely be a radioactive mind-reading crime crusher with a troubled past. I think it suits me. Cool. What annoys you? This is a vast expanse of inquiry, and an endless pain of possibility. To top the list, Tobos. Why do they always hate me? The wind. Overly verbose anthropomorphic animals. Come on. Same shit questions. Happy endings. And they're the ones I'm prepared to share. Do you have a happy place? Don't we all? No. No, we don't. Myself included. Get some emotional depth, why don't ya? Maybe I've got a melancholy place. No one ever asks that. You have a melancholy place? I thought you'd never ask. You must be a fellow creature of woe. I go into the woods to meditate my melancholy. It's therapeutic. Oh god, you're one of them. I go there. I'm one of those who goes, recognize, fool. Oh shit. Are you having a nice time? Look, Tobo, this isn't working for me. No, okay? Would you like to see my collection of denim? Oh shit, newts. No. How could you ask me that? Why would you think that's okay? We're not at the level of amphibians yet, sunshine. It'll be a barrel of lols. As much as I love what you're proposing, and as much as I love examining the miscellany of strangers, and as much as I'd love to say yes, no. What about my collection of 90s R&B memorabilia? Would I? Of course I would. I have quite the collection of R. Kelly merch myself, you know. Cool. Are you no, I don't want any. Aw, rip. Saved by the bell. I had a great time. Take care, Tobo. Bipolar dogs, dude. Bipolar dogs. Oh shit, no. His name is Wedge. I have to do Wedge. Don't you make fun of Toby. What the shit? I guess most people call me Wedge. I have wicked skipping rope skills. I'm fluent in Bulgarian, and I'm also a qualified midwife. I hate everyone who isn't me. What else you want to know? Do you live around here? Why, you planning on following me home and carving your name into my hedge? Yes. Okay, cool, bro. Nice one. Yeah. Nice one, mate. Nice, yeah. Nice one. What you thinking about? What am I not thinking about, more like? Christmas? Not thinking about that. Although I guess I am now. What is your favorite animal? No, color. I'll humor you. Rust. What the fuck? Alright, what, do you do for fun? I've been interested in working out for a long time, so probably that. You? Very neat. Are you familiar with a bow and arrow? Heretic. I'm not in the bows and arrows. Oh no. Alright, you want to hear a joke? I'm already looking at one. Oh shit, listen up, nerd. Why can't you hear a tarot? Oh, because the P is silent. Even I know that one's... Alright, what do you call the whale made of wood eat? What did the whale made of wood eat? Where did the call come from? What did the whale made of wood eat? I don't care, but just tell me. Plankton. Wow. What an amazing joke. You must be so proud. I should write that down. Are you having a nice time? Not right now. Yo, we can't win. Do you have any special skills? I have mad Mario Kart talent, but with handsome good... What's with the... No. No. You hang on to that. Oh, I will. Don't worry. Okay, no more. I had my fun. Yeah, bye-bye, dog. Barbarella? No, Barbarella, you're done here. Weird game. Alright, I've got one more. I don't know how long this is. It might be... I actually don't really know how long this goes. So, hold on. Alright, change the stream info. Catherine time? Dude, Catherine's like a full playthrough. Like, that's more than a week of playthrough for me. It's a long game. I don't know where y'all got that idea. Is that really all that game is? It was like $2. So yeah. Alright, speed dating for ghosts. Save your choices in each room. Welcome. Oops, volume. A little louder. Gotta find like the perfect balance. Welcome to speed dating for ghosts. I don't know what all options we got. Oh, hello there. Little out. I gotta find like the perfect point. Hold on. You must be here for speed dating. My name's Fran. What's up with all the Frans lately? What the shit? I run this little operation. You know that thing where you see it once and suddenly it's everywhere? Fucking Fran. Nice to meet you, Fran. You're a nice one. We get all kinds of ghosts here. Nice ones, sad ones, a few spooky customers. It gets lonely being a ghost. I like being alone. I never met a ghost who didn't need someone to talk to help make sense of all this. I'm doing fine. Just fine, thanks. You don't even want to make a friend? Nope. Good to know other ghosts. Eternity can be a scary time. Trust me. Nope, I'm good, bro. I'm good on my own. You came all the way out here just to change your mind? I guess it's up to you. I make it my beeswax, not to judge. Have a nice night. Crawl back into your sad little moonfire with the busted taillight. The car you had in high school, the one that died on you, was waiting in the afterlife. Driving back to the Spirit Co-op feels like an eternity. Inside, you turn on the television and cue up an old episode of County General. One from the early seasons, when the primetime medical drama at least tried to be realistic. Then you head into the kitchen to make yourself some dinner. After a quick look around, you decide to make all 3 packages of ramen noodles you find in the cupboard. As the water boils, you empty the flavor packets into the water. 2 packets simulated shrimp powder. 1 packet simulated chicken powder. Make a weak broth that'll coat the noodles as they cook. While you wait, you cut up a couple of hot dogs and microwave them. What the fuck is this? After draining the noodles, you stir in the hot dogs with pepper and a bit of butter. With a little shake, a mass quickly congealing overcooked ramen plops out. Keep in the shape of the pot on your plate. You sigh and carry your dinner to the couch. Thinking about how you're a ghost now and don't even need to eat, you simply don't have anything better to do. I just said no, went home, ate some hot dogs and ramen. Holy shit. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, Fran. Oh shit! We got 3 rooms set up. Each with their own super fun themes. You pick one and sit at a table. Okay. It makes sense. Yeah. Another ghost who also signed up sits across from you. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them. Then a bell rings and you switch seats. A bell rings from somewhere. Just like that. In all, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds. And at the end, you'll get to choose your favorite. If they liked you too, you go on a date. Alright, we'll see. It'll be an experience at least. First thing first though. We have one of 3 rooms to choose. We can choose the Room of Palms, the Room of Liars, or the Room of Black. I feel like we should save Black for last. Let's just left to right, fuck it. The Room of Palms. It looks like the basement of an old church. Faded linoleum floors, spare walls with odd religious print, framed in peach-colored wood. On one side is a large open kitchen. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation hum and drip. This must be where the cabbage smell is coming from. Rows of long tables are set up for the next spaghetti supper. They work well enough for today's speed dating. Damn, that actually hurt my eyes. What the fuck? The bell rings and a ghost appears. Sup? Dude, you're swole. What do they call these? Hold on. I should have windowed this. You see this shit? You need to know the vernacular for these. These are called cum gutters. I'm Riley. You're pretty hot for a ghost. Thanks? No prob, no prob. Isn't it cool we stay the age we died? Makes dying young a little better. His channel right here, Twitch. You're not even gonna ask the name. Nah, I already know your name. When I died, I got psychic powers. You notice he has a football on his head? It's Casey, right? Are you? No. Weak sauce. Guess I still need some practice. Let me try again. You're a spirit of curiosity, right? You're really fucking bad at this. Starting to think maybe you're a spirit of mystery. Dumbass. You got a sense of humor. Nice. Good thing to have around here. I was laughing at you. Whoa. Getting some harsh vibes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Did I say something wrong? Just not the big... I don't like jocks, bro. I get it. When I was alive, that's what I was. I played football, like, college level. I was pretty freaking good. A lot of scouts were looking at me to go pro. I didn't need to be smart or charming. People just saw my gnarly biceps and were like, on it! Ghosts don't need football. And I'm not sure what I'd do now. It sucks, actually. So you're a sad jock. Please stop calling me that. A jock? Yeah. I hate that word. Maybe I am a jock. I like sports. I got muscles. Doesn't mean that's all I am. So what are you? I'm Riley. That was... odd. Time to switch it up. Guess I'll see you again in a bit. Riley heads to the next table, and we get... What the fuck? Hello, sunshine. A ghost takes a long drag of their cigarette. The smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back. They can let you smoke in here? I didn't ask. Won't make much difference now. My name's Vera. That's right, or the lady in smoke. That's what the ghost hunters call me. Ghost hunters? Living weirdos, trying to prove we exist. A hunter sounds dramatic, gives them too much credit. For years now, I've haunted Vegas. The glitzier condominiums on the strip, obnoxious houses behind gates. I wake up rich fools at night, shrouded in gray smoke, jangling pennies, wailing, "Pay the price!" Junk like that. Why the rich? They've usually done something bad, something no one knows. One look at me pulls it out of them. You should see the looks they give me. Yeah, we're dating ghost particulars. You missed all the... I don't know how funny this is gonna be. I was told this is a weird mixture of funny, spooky, and wholesome. I guess it's a little funny somewhat, but it's been odd so far. Also, we dated a pug. Multiple pugs. You missed that. Did you live in Vegas? I did. I was an executive assistant to this big shot casino owner that was back in the boom. Everyone moved in post-war. By the early 50s, it was a wonderland. My boss was a real piece of work. Balding, bad suits, always eating peanuts, tossing back rye. He was obsessed with money. Got it any way he could, and never let it go. No one liked him, but plenty feared him. It was my job to keep his sins quiet. Anyway, that's me. What brings you to this thing? I don't know, I was bored. Pretty hard for a ghost to get bored. It's almost impressive. I guess it does get old though, floating, moving through stuff. You start to take it for granted, like the living do with breathing and eating food. We should have done the bird dating. So, for this game and the other game, I paid a total of $2, and the bird game was like $10. So I just went with the $2 option. What food do you miss the most? Liver and onions. What the fuck? Nothing beats a good chunk of liver. The bloodier, the better. What the fuck? It'll clean you out. Guess that's the bell. Besides, that'll give us something to do, some other time, I guess. Later. What the fuck are you?
Hey,
Hey?
I'm Stephanie. But you can call me Steph. Everybody does.
Hi, Steph.
Hey. Oh gosh, I'm nervous.
I've never done anything like this before. I spent an hour putting on my face this morning. You look nice. Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. What brings you to speed dating?
I've been single for a while. At first it was great. I did what I wanted to do. Taught myself some Japanese, played some clarinet every day without fail, allowed myself time to get to know the real me.
But after a while, the silence gets to you. My cat only says so much. I know what you mean. I resisted trying to say stuff like this. Speed dating is so awkward. Like, what do you say? My name's Steph, and I play the clarinet. My name's Steph, and I'm teaching myself Japanese. What if you think my hobbies are bad? What if you think I'm a weirdo? When you only have so much time to talk, the first thing you say makes all the difference. It's hard not to judge. I think that's impossible. First time we see one another, the first time we hear each other speak, those moments set the tone. Dude, Steph, you are so overdramatic. Everything else is either validating that initial impression or trying to subvert it. Do I make a good first impression? You're interesting, at least, in the good way. There's nothing worse than meeting someone and running out of things to say. After like 10 minutes, that's why I'm here. There's no time to get bored. If you do, it's almost impressive. Cool, how'd the Japanese go? I thought I'd pick it up easily, since it's so far removed from English. There's such an art to drawing the characters, but there's so many! First you learn hiragana, those are the basic characters for sounds, then katakana for words taken from other languages. By the time I learned all of those, I thought I was getting pretty good. Then came kanji. There are thousands of kanji characters. It's overwhelming. You have an eternity to learn. If only. I'll die before I learn the language. What the fuck? You're dead. True. I mean, we all are in a sense, right? Wanting to die or waiting to die. You're dead, Steph. Are you threatening me? Cause that is super not cool. I'm gonna tell Fran, she'll ban you. You're a ghost, Steph. Wait, what? What do you mean? No, wait. The bell can't be ringing yet. I don't understand. We're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost? Well, sup again? We got off to a bit of a rough start. What do you say we hit instant replay? Always talking sports, huh? Yeah, I still like sports. What tipped you off? Our last conversation? Maybe the football in my head? What is with the football, though? So, like, this may surprise you, but people always ask about the football in my head. I consider it a badge of honor. But also a reminder, you can push yourself too hard and lose everything you worked for. 5 too many hits to the head, whammo! Sports Ghost at your service. Here to tell you that all goals have limits. That's a sad story. I mean, there were good times. Mostly it was good times, actually. I got to see lots of the country. Small towns have the best food, and we drank a lot. That's probably obvious. One time right before a big game, we put whipped cream in the quarterback's helmet. That was pretty sweet. There was a pun? Oh, the whipped cream is sweet.
I don't like that. What about on the field?
This one time, we were on the road, some college town in the Midwest. Kind of place where everything closes at 7. A bunch of the team ate at this weird diner. The chairs were rusty and the burgers were green, but it was all we could find. That night, everyone got sick. Green burgers took out half our defensive line.
Did you get sick, bro?
No way! I had a stomach of steel. Could have eaten the chairs and survived. But our first and second string quarterbacks, they were tossing way more than footballs.
Okay.
We played, I mean, not all of us. We had no bench, basically. But some guys hugging porcelain all night somehow packed their sick butts into the van and ran out onto that field. Game was close. Fourth quarter, a couple minutes left, we were down by 5. Our third stringer snaps back, gets ready to throw, and instead out comes the puke through his face mask. Never seen so much. It's all over him. No one wants to touch him, but the play's still on, so he starts to run. Coach is yelling, tackle him, tackle him! But no one wants any of that mess. He ran it in for a touchdown. We won. And that quarterback earned the nickname Spew.
Thanks for sparing me the details, bud.
Sorry. If it helps, it was even grosser in person. So like, I was thinking, it might be fun to see a game together. My old team's playing our state rivals. It's been a while since I've checked in on them.
That's not my thing, dude.
Bummer, but hey, I understand. I think maybe we count this as a loss. There's always next time, though. Bruh. Hello again, sunshine.
Fucking voice.
Good to see you back around. Ugh.
Must have played for Tennessee. It's a beautiful strategy.
We already talked a bit about how I lived. The Vegas life, my crooked casino boss. I'd like to tell you about how I died.
Are you sure? It seems pretty obvious.
I'm always sure. It's speed dating. Might as well lay my cards out. One day in 1954, the casino rang me up. A voice. The boss's son said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at a sitter, rushed over to the casino.
Daughter?
I was a single mom in the 50s. In case you're doubting why I stayed at the job. The casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in. Led me to the blackjack tables where my boss was waiting, dead on the floor. Blood, soaking into the burgundy carpet.
How'd he die?
A knife, probably. These guys hated guns. His son was there. He smiled when he saw me. "You'll make this go away," he said. I nodded. 2 guys, bigger than horses, stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into the trunk of a black car. One of them drove, the other made sure to sit with me in the back seat.
You know these men?
No. All their toughs look the same. I swear they worked a year and then got put down. Like my boss had been put down. Kept thinking about where this put me when we got to the desert. Would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss, friend to the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved. A hole in the sand.
Did you confront the son?
Not a chance. By the time we got back to the strip, the casino was open, busy as ever, and the son was out making funeral arrangements. A heart attack. That's what they called it. Sudden, unexpected, tragic. Horse crap.
How did you die?
I went home alone, locked all the doors and windows, turned off all the lights, and waited. Nothing happened until I nodded off. I woke to an intense heat,
took a deep breath, sucking in hot black smoke. My lungs felt like they were burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down after making sure I was inside. God damn.
What about the kid?
I made sure she was taken care of. I had a bunch of money stashed away. My brother in Tulsa took her in. For a long time, I couldn't bear to see her. By the time I was ready, I couldn't find her. I can't even tell you if she's still alive.
Well, that was... yeah, grim.
After all this is over, maybe we can grab a drink and try not to let the past haunt us, even for just an hour.
No. No. And then we have this one, which doesn't even know whatever fucking pizza slice this is a ghost. So, wait, we're actually totally 100% dead. Yeah? As in afterlife? The afterlife. Yeah. So you're a ghost, and I'm a ghost? Yeah. Oh boy, do I need a drink. We can't get drunk. It's a good thing I was kidding. I was never really a big drinker. It's funny though, I sort of feel drunk now, or I don't know, disassociated. Dissociated. The world is going on without me? It's a familiar feeling. I felt it a lot when I was alive too. Do you know when you died? I guess 2004? It's the last year I remember. Where have you been? I've been somewhere. It's hard to explain. Sort of like being lost. Keep circling around, coming back to the place you started, except inside your own head. That old ghost over there, Vera, I think her name is. She says she's seen this before. A kind of limbo. Spirits coming to terms with death. A death they refuse to accept. I guess this means I've accepted it? All this makes my head hurt. What's up with the mask? Mask? Am I wearing a mask? Honestly, I have no idea what I look like. It's like a person's face, but like blank? Sounds like me, alright. God damn! I was told there was humor in this. This is just fucking weird. Blank. Well, putting on a brave face. Now that I realize I'm wearing a mask, I'm afraid to take it off. What's under the mask? That's what I'm afraid of. I didn't know I died until now, but I sure know how I died. This is hard to talk about. I had cancer? A brain tumor. It was bad. Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday, I started getting headaches and feeling confused about things. Things that just look wrong. Out of place. It's hard to describe. See, this is too meta. This is what I expect when I go to stream a video game, right? We did the KFC game, and that was a lot of fun. And funny, and I had a good time. And then we did the Pug game, which was odd and funny. And now we're here, which is a more traditional MagicMD stream, because this is fucking weird. It was rough. Radiation, chemo, so much chemo. They said it was aggressive, so they had to be aggressive. Eventually, the symptoms subsided. It seemed like they zapped it. Told me I was progression-free, whatever that means. I was allowed to go back to school, but I didn't. I retreated to my room. After so much time facing death, I had a lot of trouble facing people. Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. There's the bell. I guess it's back out into the world now. I have a lot to figure out. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for helping me talk this out. If you hurry, you could catch up to her, see if she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk, nor is she the infamous Lady in Smoke. We have the pick of the litter, boys. Choose your date. Oh, we have to actually choose one? Can I say no? That's fucking weird, though. The most fun one here would be Riley, right? I'm not here to try to talk Stephanie through her death, and Vera is just going to make me sad. So we're gonna go with Cum Gutters himself. Vera was best. I don't know. If I'm dating, I just want to have a good time. Vera's not a good time. Vera's sad and burnt. I'm gonna leave Sarah to her sad, burnt fate. We're going Riley. It didn't work out with this ghost. Well, I guess because I said no. Jesus Christ. So I only have Vera or Steph to choose from, and both of them make me very sad. We'll go Vera, I guess. There is no way we latch anywhere near Steph. Steph has life to figure out, life after death. She's smoking in the dark.
Took you long enough. Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So what do you want to do? The world's our...
Vera stops talking. She seems distracted all of a sudden.
You hear that?
No.
I heard a voice. There it is again! A voice! Do you hear it this time?
No.
I'm hearing a second voice. This one sounds familiar. Like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me. Me, but not me.
Where are they coming from?
The voices are in my head, but also far away.
See, this is what we get. I just wanted fun. I shot down the jock. Instead, I got someone who was literally hearing voices in her ghost head.
The voice is calling out to me. It's saying, Vera, are you there? We are trying to reach Vera. We have something to talk about. We need to reach her about her extended call. Dead on the 5th, November 1954. And then the other voice, the one that sounds so familiar. It says, where are you, Mom? Oh no. My daughter? I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to find her. Sorry about this, hon. I just need to figure it out. What's going on here? You could come with me if you wanted.
No, that's a you thing.
Yeah, for a first date, yeah, probably too personal. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Another time then. Thanks for understanding. It was nice getting to know you.
Just like that, date ends before it begins. Now you're alone in the dark, left to wonder what Vera heard and where she's headed. Alright, take me into the middle room, bitch. Oh, that bass is fucking thick. Damn! I'm actually gonna turn the game volume down a little bit. That bass is thick as shit. The Room of Liars looks a bit like a conference hall. Kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening. You left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of the lacquered oak tables. In one corner, there are wine glasses and a metal pitcher of water, alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding up a cup anyway. Some habits never die. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Cool. Ah! A ghost! Oh god! Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. Still not used to this whole being dead thing. Not that scary. No. No, you're not. But you're still a ghost. When I was alive, I was so scared of ghosts. It started when I was little. A movie I saw. I pushed my bed against the wall, told my mom it was so I wouldn't fall out. I couldn't sleep unless my back was against the wall. Why are you scared? I picture the worst ghosts. Devils, dark entities, hateful things floating in the dark, hiding in mirrors, watching, standing behind me. And now I learned they were there. Everyone who told me that there was nothing to be afraid of, they were wrong. Ghosts are real, and I am one. It's not so bad, bro. For you, maybe? I'd rather not become what I fear. You can be anything you want. Anxiety. I'm a spirit of anxiety. I might want to be anything else, but that's what I am. What about you? Are you afraid of ghosts? No. Why? How? Ghosts are people, bro. And you're not afraid of people? People aren't always good, you know. Jesus Christ, this game. The tonal shift. I should have gone with the bird game. Hindsight's 2020. Give bad people ghost powers, you get spirits of greed, spirits of malice. Everything's the worst. Ah! Oh, that was just the bell. Whew. Guess I'll talk more in a bit. I wonder what the other ghosts are like. Oh shit, look at this boy. Well, look what we have here. The ghost's voice creaks like ancient wood. I can't do that. The name's Spooky Peter. He tips his hat. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? I do okay. I'd wager otherwise. Like maybe you're scared. Like maybe you've seen a ghost. Spooky Peter laughs. Or coughs. It's hard to tell. Yeah, definitely spooky. Thank you for saying so. I've been doing this a while. My record of hauntings goes back long as the door, since the Black Death took me in 1665. You've seen a lot, huh? History happen, wars, revolutions. Mostly I read about these things. Mostly I keep to my own, spooking and scaring. Gotten pretty good at it. Even been in books. Not always by name, mind you. But you can tell when it's me. The top hat. The fear. All hot and sick. Nobody spooks 'em like Spooky Peter. Are you the devil? Just one of his helpers. You could be too. There's something in your eyes. Potential. Teach me your spooky ways. No. Spooky Peter doesn't teach just anybody. A rock has potential before you throw it through a window. What makes you any better? I turn milk into worms. What the fuck? I can pull my face off. Spooking like that may shock 'em, but there ain't no art to it. You go all the way. The living have nothing more to fear, and when they aren't spooked, what's the point? No, the spookiest spookins, the stuff that eats at you, makes you doubt what you hear or see, makes you wonder what could be under the bed. It's never as spooky when you see what it is. Holy shit, he knows. He knows. The threat of the game over is infinitely more terrifying than the game over. So how's that for a lesson? What else you got? Slow down there, bedsheet. Learning to spook 'em takes time.
If a legendary spookin' is what you're after, and spookin' spookin' Peter's and Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing. I had to take a moment. I literally was like, let me recongeal myself. You'll need a solid foundation. It's all about knowing your audience. And good spooking is in the details. This is our man. I've been looking for a man like this. The bell, it means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you when I come back round.
A thick layer of dust now covers the table. Another ghost appears. The fuck?
Hey, wanna make some money?
Doesn't everyone?
Exactly. Everyone needs money. You get it.
But this is a singles mixer.
Full of ghosts, with a few attachments. I gotta assume. Not a bad place to find accomplices. Hard for cops to connect the dots. The name's Leon, by the way. I rob banks. Don't judge.
You rob banks.
Banks. Financial institutions. Cash condos. You know the joints.
I know what banks are.
Good. You passed the test then. You meet my impossibly high requirements. A ghost who knows what a bank is. Let's do this. The problem with robbing banks? People see the robbers, but you can't see a ghostie. We can walk right in and float that money right on out. Genius, right? It's the perfect crime.
There's no such thing as the perfect crime.
True facts. But nothing's for sure, is it? Except death. Seems to me that makes us uniquely qualified.
Alright, I'll listen to this.
There's no harm in listening to this. No harm at all. At the very least, it'll break up all the gloom in this room.
Leon looks around at the other ghosts.
Eesh.
Well, now I'm torn. We could be the Spook Lord, or we can rob a bank.
Time to switch seats. Don't worry, I'll be back. We got more to talk about.
Second round begins.
The other ghosts,
They were not as nice as you. Leon's just a creep, and Spooky Peter? That name is earned. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Kyo. Sorry. Spooky Peter has been around. I think he's actually just dust. My rule? Never trust anyone who wears a hat. The stuff he said to me? The hairs behind your neck know me. It's best to hide in the corner of their eye. He's what I was afraid of as a kid. He said I had potential. He sees something in you. I'd worry. Go to a medium. Try to get rid of that something. Maybe he's right, though. That's scary. You're scaring me. I'd steer clear of him if I were you. Your speed dates are going well, I take it? At best. Dating ghosts is frustration. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Videodrome, by the way. My favorite movie, I mean. How did you die? Oh, please, not you too. I'll give you the short version. I was in film studies, working my way towards a PhD. In debt, always pretty sad. I had good friends, though. I was always studying. One weekend, they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going. I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box under 6 feet of dirt. They buried you alive? I was actually dead, don't worry. But I didn't know that at first. I didn't know where I was. I fell right through my coffin, through my own body, down, 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 into the bedrock. It was so dark. The fuck did you do? I seized up. That actually stopped me from falling. When I freaked out, it was like my whole body became corporeal. Not flesh, just like, you know how if you concentrate, you can still pick up objects? Like that. Except I was the object, and the earth was holding me. It was so quiet there, stuck in solid rock. How'd you get out? No, how long? It's hard to say. I didn't know much at that point. I didn't even know I had died, let alone what was happening, where I was. Drowning wasn't as bad as that. Listen, I'm sorry I've been such a downer. Promise I'm not always like this. I was thinking maybe we could go out sometime, somewhere quieter maybe, with fewer loud bells and spooky Peters. Dude, I just want to have fun. Oh, I understand. That's not something I can give you, at least reliably. Don't worry, I don't want to hang out with me either. Why should anyone else? Wow. Wow. That one. What a waste of time. Wow.
My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege? I want to know it all. In time, a truly spooky ghost requires one thing above all else. Patience.
What spooks Spooky Peter?
Not much, though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts.
Animals?
Beasts are all instinct. Their fear is primal, tangible. I can't spook a beast. Not a person, or not like a person.
Why is spooking so important?
Without fear, we get comfortable. We give our guard the night off. That's when devastation knocks. Wars, maybe. Plagues, surely. Spooking keeps them vigilant. I succeed when they expect me.
Something's rattling around in Spooky Peter. You okay, bud?
Pay the rattle no mind. I died with it. It stays with me. You ever been to the mirror world?
What the
place beyond this, but the same as this. You've seen it, but always looking in. If you fancy another lesson, come on by that edge of things. I'll show you around the other side.
I'd like that.
Maybe you think you'll like it, seeing it's another thing entirely. Some things spook even Spooky Peter.
Okay,
so here's what I'm thinking. You'll come in with me while I get the third ghost to watch the door.
you know which bank yet?
Absolutely. A secluded branch up on 4th. Board tellers. Lots of older customers. Ooh, that was a hiccup. It's a great place to hit.
How do we get inside? Leon pulls out some graphing paper.
I drew the layout on pencil. I probably didn't need so much detail, since we're going in the front door. I just figured it's best to be prepared. Wait, does this mean you're interested?
No promises yet.
Hey, it's something. So, after we get in the bank... Oh man, think fast, we got company.
Leon frantically puts the graphing paper away.
So then I says to the priest...
What are you two talking about over here?
Oh, hey friend, how's it hanging?
We've had complaints, Leon.
About my cologne?
You know what about.
I promise I don't. I'm just looking for love, just like all the other ghosts. Just like my friend here.
Bran stares at Leon.
Like she'll see the truth in his eyes. Fine, but I'm watching you. Both of you.
That was a close one. Thanks for not ratting me out.
I didn't get it. No problem.
Got a good feeling about this. We're gonna be rich.
Alright, I don't need the money.
The thrill, then.
Alright, see now,
I've been chasing thrills all my life. I stole candy when I was 9. Switched to stealing beer at 14. Stole my first car a year later. I hit up convenience stores, drive-ins, even held up a laundromat once. I threw my back out, carrying all those quarters.
you ever get caught?
Big or small, every heist has a hitch. 3 or 4 went so bad, I was in and out of jail, but it wasn't anything serious until I got a crew together and started doing banks. Even country cops took that seriously. Caught me good after 5. Spent the rest of my life behind bars.
How'd you die?
Prison's a hard place, especially when no one trusts you. If there's anything I learned from my dishonest life, it's honesty. That's our time. You've heard my pitch. Gotten to know me a little more than I like. So what do you say?
Nah, you can do you, but I'm not gonna be the one to rat you out. I'm gonna spook.
Fair enough. You know the plan. You know me. If you change your mind, I'll be at this branch. At this time. It's been a slice.
Choose your date, Spooky Peter. Yes. A hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance.
Welcome to my home.
Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. With only a slight reflection, it's especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull everything around it.
We are going into this mirror.
Alright. Together, you step inside the mirror.
Welcome to the mirror world, or as it's known here, that's the mirror world spelled backwards. You see the eerie green? That is what happens when an image reflects itself. It takes on an eerie green. The more time a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes. Just like this.
There's science behind. No, that's pretty green. I don't know the science.
Thank you. Do not be afraid. Nothing here can hurt you in the mirror world. The physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Or even nowhere at all.
That's amazing.
I thought you might be impressed. I have practiced these skills for ages, centuries. It's not easy being green. Now come with me. The spooking hour approaches. That's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering.
Where are we going?
We're headed to a brownstone, a walk-up I know quite well. The 2nd floor apartment, in a house going on 100 years. A student of the arts named Paul has moved in. He heard the rumors. The house is haunted, they said, and he ignored them. The cost was worth the fear.
Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived.
Each mirror in the living world is actually a door. Staring into one long enough is in the dark, or saying a spirit's name 3 times, that's like knocking.
After a short trip through oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror.
A splendid haunt.
Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror glass into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you stepped through is propped up against the wall. At the far end is a massive kitchen knife with original marble tile that does well to hide its age.
Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spooking.
Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door where a man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He's snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. He's just standing there. Should we shake the bed?
Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat.
Spooky Peter stands motionless for several minutes. Wait, no, 40 minutes? 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner.
Watch, protege, as I tighten the knot.
Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood floor. The old wood lets out a loud creak, as steady as a pulse. All is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch. Scritch, scritch, like raspy breaths. Paul is still snoring. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ear.
Some sort of orange foam. It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I am thwarted by the progress of man.
This is pointless.
This is plenty. If you spook 'em right, they won't even know it. They'll just feel it vaguely. Make 'em look behind 'em. Run up the basement stairs. Anything more would be vulgar. Anything more would be irresponsible. You still have much to learn. Another day, perhaps.
Spooky Peter leads you back into the hallway mirror. I am so disappointed right now. Holy shit.
A fractal realm on the dull side of the Tane.
What he said. Eventually you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in.
Well, this is me. Thank you for your company.
That was weird.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. Before we return to the physical world, I should warn you. Time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was, in fact, years. A decade has passed since we began this date. I speak in jest. It's barely been the length of a talkie. The look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter spooked you good.
More dust falls off his hat.
Guess I'll be seeing you.
What the fuck? Sorry about this one. That was bunk. Black room. I thought it was fun. Fucking we went up to a dude who had earplugs. We scratched on the wall and stood still for 40 minutes. It sucked. Where was the spook? The room of black isn't really a room at all. It's more of a garden courtyard. The sun beats down as you squint to see what's growing. Rows upon rows of yellow and brown plants, drying and rotting in the sun. What fruit these plants produce shriveled on the vine. But there's a peace to this place. The crickets are chirping. And well beyond the garden, a train passes. You sit at a table opposite an empty chair. It reminds us no matter how good you are, technology and pay to win is ever present. What the fuck? The bell rings and a ghost appears.
Ooh, I'm a ghost. Ooh. Ooh.
Lol. Wait. Lol. Isn't it great being dead? I'd rather be alive. You'd rather be alive? Actually? That's so sad. Being dead is the best way to live. I'm Drea? Oh, Andrea, I assume? I'm like dead, obviously. I'm also like dead. Go figure. Let's be dead together. How'd you die? Yeah, no. You don't want to know that. Besides, you're asking a ghost how they died? That's boring. Ask something else. Something not boring. I would like to know. It's called no. It means stop. Do not like... Jeez, take a hint. Alright, my bad. You said no. This is speed dating. Dead or not, there are questions I guess everyone asks, so like... What are you into? I am into a distraction. I can help with that. I'm very distracted. Drea looks around. Man, look at this place. Only ghosts would think a rotting garden is a good place to pick up. And yet you're here. Well, yeah, I'm here. Ever tried dating ghosts in the wild? They all just contort and wail, and not in the good way. What are you into? Boobies! Drea snorts a little. No, but seriously, I've gone out with all kinds. Pretty girls in dresses, who carry their own heads. A shadow who refused to let me look directly at him. Being dead is great. It's the other dead people that kill me. Blunt. Where? I could use one. Nah, just kidding. Pot does nothing now. Holy does it do nothing. Getting messed up is the only thing I miss about living. When I was alive, I loved jokes about dying. Life sucked. Jerks everywhere. Never enough money. The jerks got the money. I'd be all, the best way to die is now. Before death does me in. It should at least buy me dinner. Jokes, you know? But now that I am dead, it just feels right. Like maybe it was meant to be. Which I guess makes sense. Since we all die in junk. Antler Ghost rang that bell. It means we change places. See you in a bit. It's getting fucking real. What? Oh, hello there. I'm Hattie. Hattie. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little shy. Just so nice to get out of the home. To see a new face. The home? I haunt the old folks' home, where I died, Queen Mary's. It's not a nice place to live, let alone die. They rarely are. The nurses do their best, but they're short-staffed. The residents are frequently neglected. To make Queen Mary's a little better, that is my mission in death. You can haunt anywhere you want. Oh no, dearie. Queen Mary's is where I need to be. I can't imagine where the residents would be without me. Tucking them in at night, whispering hopes in their ears. There is more, I say. Just you wait. Wow. I never thought death would be like this. As ghosts, we have power over the living, whether they know it or not. We ought to use that power for good. Puffball gassed. Wonder when Hattie will evolve into Executor. What the fuck? We've got like a genuine moment. This whole game has been a genuine moment. What the shit? I should have vetted this more. This was supposed to be fun day. It was fun for half day. Other half has been...
Oh, water is healthy as fuck, bitch. You better drink.
True. Genuine moment ruined. I agree. Now that you're dead, what do you do with your time? Still figuring that out. It's strange being dead. There's a Bible verse I think about sometimes.
It's better for you to enter the kingdom of God with one eye than to have two eyes be thrown into hell, where the worms that eat them do not die and the fire is not quenched. I still have both my eyes, but what I see isn't like hell. That's way over my head. I'm not sure I understand it any better. I'm just grateful there's an afterlife at all. Water never ruins a moment, only makes it healthier. True. Thank you for the talk. Where's the spooks? Oh. The ghost says nothing, only stares. The ghost's eyes narrow. The ghost opens their mouth wide. Wider. The sides begin to crack and tear. Inside smells so foul. Musty and sour like rotting peaches. The ghost lets out a guttural cry. Low and lonely. The other ghosts in the room are all looking at you.
You are not like the others.
The others are in denial.
We are all spirits for a reason. I am vengeance.
What brings vengeance to speed dating?
I was more. I was a man. An accountant. Gary. I am Gary, the spirit of vengeance. That name sounds wrong now. Silly. Common. Gary liked the batter of rain. Baseball games and decaffeinated tea.
What happened to Gary? The ghost's eyes grow wide. He breathes in deeply, remembering something horrible.
The knife. I still feel the blade. Life draining out. Emptied. An empty space. Where once there was something. Now, cobwebs. A draft.
Damn, Gary! Who killed you?
I do not remember. Can you help me remember?
Huh. Perhaps if you get to know Gary a little better, you can help him. Help him remember how he died. It's one way to spend an evening. Second round. With Drea, Hattie, and Gary. Everybody's so flipping gloomy here. I keep thinking, who died? Everyone died. That's the joke. You know that's the joke, right? Man, we should just go haunting. Freak out some flesh bags. Give them something to be afraid of. I'd like that. Cool. I don't meet a lot of ghosts like you. Nice ones, I mean. Usually I pal around with other poltergeists. What's wrong with poltergeists? Nothing at all. Poltergeists are the best. It's pretty much just like the movie. One time I even tried to suck a girl into a TV. The glass got in the way. Kinda messy, actually. She die? Nah. I was kidding. I'm not like that. My friends, though? Way more intense about the ghost stuff. My friend Beck likes to make corpses wink. At morticians. At open casket funerals. Allison haunts an airport hotel. Guess she likes to watch weird people doing it. I just hang out.
go to shows, terrorize this normie couple I know, rich types who moved into my old house. They actually put up a plaque that says, "Live, laugh, love." Ugh. How do you terrorize the normies? Possession is fun. When they're asleep, I make the girls sit up in bed and point at the corner in the dark. The guy wakes up, sees what she's pointing at, and freaks out. It wakes her up and she freaks out too. It's great. Sometimes. Other times, I want to meet ghosts who aren't like me. I'm sick of doing the same things. But then I actually remember I like doing those things. I really just want to share them with someone new. I know I probably sound pathetic. I like Drea. I want to spook people. Already? That was okay. Come find me after. We'll do something. What do you have in mind? You'll see. Hello again. How's the speed dating going? Is everything you hoped it would? Be? Words? There are some weirdos here. Weirdos? That's not very nice now, is it? Even the living are a little weird. The dead? Well, just look at me. I look like cotton balls. Yeah? You're darn right I'm right. I've been around the bend. Lived longer than most of these other ghosts have been dead. I know a thing or two. Even still, dying has shown me there's still a lot to learn. Always something new worth knowing. Hattie looks at the garden rotting around you. You like gardening? No. You and whoever tends this garden. As far as interests go, I'm afraid I'm pretty boring. Beyond growing things and helping people die, there's not much more to me. I suppose I like true crime. And making jam. Jam something that interests you? I do like jam. I make all kinds. One of my favorites is a fall jam with apples and peaches. I just realized I'm fucking starving. KFC did me wrong. I've been making it since I was a little girl. My grandmother taught me it's important to macerate the fruit. That means coating the fruit in sugar and letting it sit. If you leave it overnight, it'll break down nicely. Give you a head start on cooking. Ghosts don't eat food. True, but that doesn't mean I can't share it with others. I leave jars in people's homes, surprise them with their favorite kinds, homemade and out of nowhere. Delicious jams, specially made by a ghost. Sometimes they won't even question where it came from. You'd be surprised how often that happens. Guess my jam's just that good. Damn. At first, I was like, there's no way Hattie can pull me in. But now, it's like reverse spook. It's like now, we go in and leave ghost presents and make people's lives better. Is that not the spirit of Valentine's Day? Not as sweet as my orange marmalade. She leans into a whisper. I put brandy in that one. Damn. I don't know now. Oop, there's the bell. I'm due at the nursing home tomorrow. I'd be honored if you'd join me. It's not as exciting a date as others ghosts might offer, but it has its rewards. Someone dear to me is taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid he only has a few days left. I want to make sure he knows that they won't be his last. Yeah, somehow that doesn't sound awful. 7 a.m. Sorry if that's a little early. I'm my best self before noon. She looks back and smiles. I'm the Shockmaster. How did you die? That's too much. I don't know the tone in which I had before. Let's hello again to you too. Hello. How did you die? Tragically. What killed you? Boredom. No, illness. No, car crash. Yes, fiery car crash.
Broken metal. Your face in the steering wheel. Blood pooling on the pavement. Your blood. Doesn't look like that. It doesn't look that bad, someone says.
Yeah, pretty much.
How is it I see your last moments so clearly? I only recall slivers of my last moments alive.
Yo, I'm gonna be real, I didn't know I had this kind of grit in me. It's not even, like, devastating to my throat, either. It's not like when I was shouting Norg that one time.
Emotions. Work. A shadow along the wall. I know these memories are important. I do not know how they fit together.
Seriously, I had no idea I had this voice in me. What the fuck? Tell me about the shadow.
The shadow is long, dark, but familiar. It crept along the wall. It crept through the office as we worked at night. It came for me. It has a name. Why can't I remember its name?
Gary's eyes looked so threatening when you first met him. Now they look sort of sad. You're a good ghost, Gary.
Your kindness. It is rare among our kind. I still feel the blade, the life draining out. Join me after the final bell. Together, we will discover why.
Yo, Black Room is the best room. I want to hang out with all three of these ghosts. Who do we choose? Gary left a strange transit map behind. Routes you've never seen. A certain stop is circled. Admittedly, I still think Hattie's the last one. Because all I want to do is go deliver jam to unsuspecting people, and she wants to go send one of her dear old friends into the afterlife. Which is cool, but is that what I want to do for a date? I don't know. Drea wants to go spook people, which sounds dope as shit, and Gary wants to figure out his life story. I'm gonna flip a fucking coin. I've got a coin right here. It's a quarter. I always keep a quarter on me for these situations exactly. I will do heads is Andrea, tails is Gary. That is not how you flip a quarter. Holy shit. It is tails. We're going Gary. You arrive at the bus stop where Gary asked to meet. The last bus went by hours ago. Still, there are other ghosts waiting for something. One natters to herself like a squirrel. Another is on the ground, arms around his knees, rocking back and forth. The third ghost has his back turned, staring silently into the darkness. It's Gary. He's got a bow tie! He's wearing a fucking bow tie!
I wore a bow tie.
You look nice, Gary.
I wish to look respectable. One must look respectable when meeting one's end.
I feel like I'm getting grittier and dumber with the voice as I keep going.
Even for the second time. Also, I thought you would like it. I'm the Shockmaster.
I love it, Gary. Gary smiles briefly.
Going to the place where I died. The office where I worked as an accountant. Under the tracks, where the trains grind and the walls shake. The dead end of a crooked drive.
Sounds spooky.
Yes, spooky.
Oh, I lost all grit on that one. A dim purple light washes over Gary's face.
The dead of night bus has arrived.
I wish to be buried in a bow tie, please, and only that. No. Just throw me in the trash. That's where I belong. The driver is a wisp, a fragment of broken spirit, trained to perform repetitive tasks. You and the other ghosts get onto the bus. There's no fare. You've all paid the price. Oh, we're dead.
The office is just as I remember it. I sat in that corner. Accounting is not thrilling work, but it can be exceptionally busy.
Magic, please respect my final wishes. I too belong in a dumpster. We can all be in a dumpster together. Also, I think I'm done with the voice.
My partner's desk.
It's starting to catch up to me. I'm losing it, and the grit is starting to actually hurt.
Always a mess.
No, I need to evolve it. Evolve the voice. Papers and rotting food cover every inch of this other desk.
Service.
Evolve. Service?
Not my service.
Sorry.
Service was my partner.
A service gulk. Funny name.
Many people thought so. Strange I couldn't remember it until now. I worked with the man for 16 years.
Evolve into an accountant? What do accountants sound like? I don't... Does it just sound like me? We were miserable. We were struck out on our own. So we struck out on our own. The fuck is this? This is speed dating for ghosts. Ghosts. Gary sits at his services desk. He turns on the desk lamp to get a better look at the papers. You'd make a good partner. Koo here for this and not the pug date. Yeah, Koo missed the date with the pugs. I tried my best. Oh, shit, sorry.
I wish I could say for the same for the service. He was a thief.
The green and gold lamp collecting dust on Service's desk casts a long shadow. The shadow begins to move. It creeps along the wall until it hangs squarely over Gary.
He was telling our clients they owed money.
No, I don't. I'm just gonna read it. Money they did not owe. He would pocket it for himself. Small amounts, so I would not notice. But even the small numbers do not add up.
Shockmaster.
Yeah, basically. Gary struggles to stand. He seems troubled by something. When I confronted him, there was a fight. Finally, accountant voice. Yes, it's just me. Is that how you died, bro? No. It is how Service died. I
killed him. Oh God, I still feel the blade, the knife in my hand. I looked for gloves, bleach. I found them, but I could not hide what I'd done. Instead, I called the police. Sitting quietly in the dark, I waited for them to arrive. When the officers knocked on the door, I was so scared. They warned me, but I couldn't let go of the weapon. Frozen in place. Right there in the office. They shot me where I stood. I died here, same as Service.
Holy shit! At least you know. I am haunted by an act of vengeance, not the need for it. I am sorry for bringing you here. I am sorry I am not good. Don't be sorry. It's too late now.
You're all right. Sorry is reserved for those who are not. I must carry this burden, atone for my act. I take comfort knowing Service is out there, somewhere, perhaps seeking his own vengeance. I suppose it is only right that I give it to him.
Gary is gone. The office is darker now. On the wall, you see a portrait. 2 smiling men. Service and Gary. The day they open their firm. The office begins to shake as the first train of the day rolls by overhead. But the picture stays fixated to the wall.
Yeesh. You gotta hit him with the yeesh. Wow.
Gary was certainly interesting. So, realistically, we could go through all 9 ghosts, but I'm not doing that, so that's gonna wrap up Valentine's Day festivities for me. It started very funny, and slowly ended very real. I have more options for Valentine's Day, but realistically it's over, so I don't know what we're gonna get into. Come on? No. No, 4 hours is good. I am comfortable with the 4-hour stream. We may delve into other things later, but tomorrow will be the ending to Franbo, so we can go from this to Franbo, which is a perfect transition, right? Pokemon, I'm gonna be real. I have not had the desire to go collect all of the Pokemon. So I have not. So that might be 24-hour stream. I don't have enough games planned for that. I've never done it. I've never done, what is my longest? Like 6.5? So I don't think, we'll see. But tomorrow ends Franbo, and today ends Valentine's festivities. So go enjoy yourselves, even if it is at the cost of other people. You must enjoy what you do at any and all costs. So do that, and goodbye. And happy Valentine's Day. And video games.